Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I am one of the hosts, Kelly Raspberry Evans. The other host is my husband, Alan Evans.
Hello, Alan.
That's Alan Evans.
What happened?
I forgot.
You forgot your last name?
I forgot to make Evans plural for a second. It's been a long day. I've done a lot of talking, and I'm almost out of words.
You're out of words?
Almost.
You're out of words.
It was so hard today for me to string sentences together. I had a lot of meetings and stuff I had to get done today. A lot of busy doings going on.
You and me both, babe.
Yeah, I'm having trouble. So good thing I'm not drinking right now. It would be a hot mess.
I'm
or
drinking.
It'd be more fun.
I'm drinking.
Alcohol?
A&W root beer.
No, I'm in alcohol.
Yeah.
So if I had a glass of wine right now, I don't know, this could be a much more entertaining podcast perhaps. But hopefully sober me is just as good.
Well, we've done them sober. We've done them slightly buzzed. We've done them.
We haven't done a buzz one in a long time.
We've done them drunk. And let's face it, we've done them where we're slurring our words. About to pass out.
That's not true.
I have.
That's not true. We haven't done it drunk.
No, we haven't.
No,
we haven't. That isn't true. But we've done it buzzed.
Yes.
I think we've done it buzzed.
Well, summer's coming.
What's that have to do with being buzzed?
Well, you do a lot more day drinking and stuff in the summer. It'll be fun.
Okay, babe. Well,
we have that to look forward to.
It has been a while since we've podcasted, and we've got a lot to catch up on. I mean, this is chock full.
Good.
Chock full. Your birthday's coming up.
It is.
Your birthday is April 13th.
Always has been.
Bum. I know something that you don't know. Ho, 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 ho.
Okay, I was waiting for part two. Yeah.
Yeah, I got some stuff planned.
Really?
Yes.
Well, it's not really a major birthday. It doesn't end in a zero.
No, it doesn't end in a zero. But hey, every birthday's a major birthday.
Really?
Aren't you glad you're just having birthdays?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You should be glad you're having birthdays.
I'll be honest. I let people celebrate my birthday. Does that make sense?
No, why don't you explain for the audience what that means?
I used to not want to celebrate my birthday. Once I got to a certain point, I was like, I don't want to do my birthday anymore. It's just not that big of a deal. I don't mind going to lunch. I love going to lunch and stuff like that. That's fun. I like going to lunch. But, people want to give you presents. It's like, I don't really need anything. And one year I told my girlfriends, I really don't want to do my birthday this year. Lunch is fine. And they all got mad at me and insisted that we have a party. And so I went begrudgingly and kind of had a bad attitude about it. I know that's shocking for people to believe. And I realized, and then they kind of got mad at me again. But I said, y'all forced me to have this party. I didn't want this party.
Wait a minute. What are they getting mad at you for on your birthday?
Because I was having a bad attitude about the party they forced me to have. So it was at that moment I realized, well, this isn't working for me. Right? So if people...
Having birthdays isn't working for you?
No, resisting people celebrating my birthday is what I'm saying.
Oh.
So I decided I'm going to let people celebrate my birthday if that's what they want to do. And so I let people give me parties and stuff. And for many years, Big Al gave me a party every year on my birthday. But see, people thought that was about me, but it wasn't about me. It was about a bar promotion. So anyway,
it was
that
about
we're not doing that anymore.
It was about selling liquor.
Yeah. So this year, I think I upset some people in my circle when I said I don't want to do a birthday party, but I'll let y'all, let's do a birthday lunch. So we're doing that. But for my actual birthday, you're taking me out.
I am. We're going to the town of the cow, babe.
Yeah.
No, that's not a surprise. I told Kelly we're going to do a staycation, a short staycation in Fort Worth.
Yes. We're going to be tourists in Fort Worth.
We are. And we're going to,
there.
it's right here. And we're going to see Vanilla Ice, which is also not a surprise. You know that.
My first birthday with you when we were dating was at a Vanilla Ice concert. That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
But you know what else is happening on my birthday? It's supposed to storm all day.
Oh, is it really?
Every year around my birthday, there are major storms like hail, tornadoes, flash flooding. It's always like that around my birthday.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that.
We are?
Severe weather. Yes.
It's that time of year.
It's that time of year because today is the anniversary of a horrible event that happened in my hometown.
Right around my birthday.
We'll talk about that. Speaking of terrible things, well, this wasn't terrible. It was extremely painfully awkward. I got to meet some famous Dallas Cowboy players over the last few days.
Yeah.
When was this, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that story.
Yeah.
I posted a little bit on social media, and it was extremely awkward.
Yeah.
White Cheddar went with me, and I guess I have a story to tell there. And
We'll
then
explain who White Cheddar is for those of you who don't know as well.
that'd be big Roberto Ehrman, who does the Fat Guy Handbook podcast.
Yeah, and
right.
he filled in for me one night when I couldn't do the podcast. So.
Yeah, and we have some letters to go through. We got a
Good.
lot to do, so
We do.
Why don't we just get right into it?
Are we going to talk
babe?
about my big apology to you?
Oh,
Squeeze that in.
I guess we could.
We got a lot to get to.
I listened to the replay on the nationally syndicated Kid Credit Morning Show, of which I called in this morning, and we talked about this subject.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't very entertaining. I mean, and that's on me because I know they wanted me to get into specifics, and I just wasn't going to do it.
Thank you.
So,
But because you were saving it for the podcast,
no.
the exclusive podcast content.
No, on the podcast, I can say asshole instead of butthead. Right?
You're not going to call me that, though, are you?
No, I wouldn't call you that.
All right, good.
I would not call my sweet wife that at all.
Thank you.
But before we get started, babe,
On that note.
why don't
Speaking of my butt.
why don't we do that?
Yeah, speaking of butthead made you think of my butt because, Alan and I have both lost weight, and now it's a matter of toning up our jiggly bits, right? Alan has promised that on our podcast family vacation, he's going to have super tight abs that are so tight, we're going to be able to throw quarters at him and they'll just bounce right off.
They're going to want to touch them and tickle them.
Are you going to let people do that? They are family.
Absolutely.
It's not like it's strangers.
Absolutely.
So if you haven't booked your ticket to go with us on the podcast family vacation, get on it, kellyandallen.com/vacation for all the details. Now, I am working on my rear end. I have a flat rear end. It's kind of jiggly and soft and mushy. And, I could do a bajillion squats, but that's not me. That's not what I want to do.
It's very creamy.
It's very creamy.
Oh.
So what Alan and I have done, and if you listen to the podcast posted right before this one, we went to M-Sculpt.
M-Sculpt.
We went to get M-Sculpt, a procedure at Smart New You.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Mm-hmm. And it's really a unique experience like nothing I've ever felt before. It kind of tickles, it kind of squeezes,
It's
it
stimulating.
kind of jerks, it stimulates, it feels good, and then it kind of is like relaxing. It's really odd. But what it is, in 30 minutes time, you're doing like 20,000 crunches for Alan's abs. And in 30 minutes time, it's like I'm doing 20,000 squats.
It's body contouring technology.
Body contouring technology.
Yes.
It's over our heads. It's scientific.
Well, a lot's over our heads.
So what Smart New You is going to do is they're going to have a cocktail party.
Yeah, they are.
A free happy hour.
And who's going to be there?
We're going to be there, a sandwich and some lovin'. Miss Texas 2018
Miss
is going to
freaking
be
Texas
there.
is going to be there.
Yes. It's the M-Sculpt launch party. It's happening Monday, April 29th, so a couple weeks from now, 5:30 to 7:30. It's at this event center called Noah's Event Center in Irving. And we don't want you to miss your chance because at this event, not only is it a free happy hour, and we know how much our podcast family
gonna be
loves free
food.
happy hour.
It's gonna be
There's gonna
food.
nibbles, and you get to hang out with us, but you're going to be educated better than we can explain it about what M-Sculpt is. By April 29th, we should be looking good.
We're already looking good. I've already noticed.
It does make a difference.
I've already
but
noticed
like
here.
a visible difference where people can start throwing stuff at your stomach and see what happens.
Yeah, right.
But while you're at this M-Sculpt launch party, they're going to be having exclusive event-only pricing.
That's the
so
big
you
deal,
get
yeah.
discounts there, too. That's the big deal. And getting free drinks.
Hey, I'm trying to get my sister out to this thing, too.
You should.
Because Chelsea, our technician, I don't think that's what
Yes.
you call
Well,
Chelsea, but she's been helping us with the M-Sculpt procedures.
Yes, she's awesome.
She told us that you can do this on your arms now.
I know, guys, I'm so excited.
And my sister
about
wants to
that.
do it on her arms.
So excited because how many times can you do this? Lift a dumbbell over and over and over. This is like doing 20,000 dumbbell crunches or whatever lifts in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So come to that event April 29th.
April 29th, 5:30 to 7:30 at Noah's Event Center in Irving. Special pricing, like Kelly said. Miss Texas, Kelly Raspberry. Hey, even the A-Train will be there. And if you want to set up a free consultation, contact smartnewyou.com/msculpt or go to that site, smartnewyou.com/msculpt, CULPT, or call 214-492-0550.
And that's the same information for RSVPing to this event as well, the free cocktail party. So you can RSVP to the party. They want to know how many people are coming, so they know how much alcohol to buy, how much wine to buy, right? And also to get that free consultation. All right, and we'll have the email and we'll have the information linked on our website.
We can. We most certainly can.
Because people, if you're not writing that down, you'll forget.
I have to do it now because you mentioned it on the podcast.
There you go. That was my plan. That was my evil plan.
I can definitely do that.
Thanks, honey.
Very, very cool.
And I'll post it too.
I'm getting excited about that. Okay.
April 29th.
Your birthday, anything else we want to touch on there? Hey, I have some surprises. That's why I sang the I Know Something song. Yeah, I got a few surprises.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. I like surprises. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I like surprises.
Okay, podcast listener, if you're in your car right now, you're on the treadmill, you're out walking your dog, you're sitting on the pod. A lot of people listen to podcasts on the pod. They've told me this. What we're going to do right now, we're going to sing Kelly happy birthday.
We are?
Yes, we are, because this is the last podcast before your birthday.
Who's we?
Me and the podcast listeners.
I thought maybe you were going to surprise me with somebody.
Well, no.
Oh, that's not my surprise.
No, they're listening right now, and they're going to sing along with me. Ready?
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kelly. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
And many more.
Did I hear a flush? There you go. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Thank you, sweetheart.
All right. So why don't you tee up this thing with these cowboys I met? You do a good job of explaining how this all came about.
Okay, first of all, this weekend was crazy because Allen's alma mater, Texas Tech, they got into the NCAA finals.
Final Four and then the championship.
Right.
Yeah.
We had a wedding to go to. Of course, the wedding was planned long before the championship game was a gleam in the Red Raiders' eyes.
Shout out to Ashley and Tom real quick.
Congratulations. Mr. and Mrs. O'Day.
Forever and O'Day.
That's right. So they got married, and of course, it was the Final Four. The wedding reception was happening right in the middle of the Final Four. So Allen was like, and all the men there were talking about the game, and some people kind of like, okay, if we stay for the reception long enough, let's go. So that was fine. So then months ago, I went to so Allen missed except for the end of that game, right? So it was just very stressful at the wedding night.
Yeah.
Okay, but then Texas Tech won.
We saw the second half. It was fine.
Okay, so months ago, I went to a charity event called A Walk in the Park for Jay Faye. Jay Faye is a girl, a friend of mine from years ago. They're her parents in a terrible car accident about 2-3 Thanksgivings ago. And honestly, Jay Faye, she died a couple times, but the doctors were able to revive her thanks to a miracle by God. She is slowly recovering and getting her abilities to function and walk and take care of herself back, but it's a very long process and it's really expensive. Well, Jay Faye's mom used to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader and still has a lot of connections, a lot of friendships. And the dad, Jason, just great people, have a lot of friendships. So they were able to get this package where you could go and hang out, just a group of like 20 people, right?
It was a very small
Very
group.
small.
Yeah, less than 20 people.
Less than 20 people. You get to hang out with Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Daryl Johnston, and Brad Sham, the voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
And it was not cheap, but I was like, this is going, the money's going
for a good cause. But for a great cause.
And I thought Allen would get a really great experience out of that. Now, when I bought him the ticket, it was good for one person. So I was like, you go. I don't need to go to this because that's a lot of money. So anyway, wouldn't you know, months of planning and getting everybody's schedule organized. A couple weeks ago, they said, this is the date. This is when it's going to be. You get to hang out with Troy, Emmett, and Daryl for like 2 hours, Q&A. You're going to get your pictures taken, whatever you want. The same night as the championship game.
Monday, April the 8th.
The same night.
And the event it was scheduled from 5:45 until 9 p.m.
And the game started at 8:20.
So I was in a conundrum.
Yeah, but you went.
But I went. Yeah, absolutely I went.
And now you can take it up from there because the rest is your experience.
Well, just real quick, with the little time I have left, Robert Ehrman, the producer of the nationally syndicated Kid Craddock Morning Show, he also went because did Boss Man
George
Amen.
bought one and gave it to him for Christmas.
I think you should go to this. Yeah, so Robert was there with me. So yeah, we get to the location where the event is at, and everybody's just kind of milling around. And we took a tour of the Star. Charlotte Jones was supposed to give us the tour, but she had
Star is the Cowboys training facility.
Yeah, where the Cowboys headquarters is and where they practice and eat and lift weights and everything. It's right there in Frisco at the Star. So we took a tour of the Star. I had seen the Star before, but it was fun seeing it again. You see all the Cowboys artifacts and yada, yada, yada. So after we do that for about an hour, we go up to this place called the Cowboys Club to meet the legends. Now, Kelly will tell you, I don't get really nervous around celebrities, and I don't get nervous around people that have a lot of money, really. That's just not me. It's just
you around Cowboys.
But I do around these guys, and I don't know what it is. I think it's because when I came to Dallas in the early 90s, they owned this town. I mean, they were bigger than life, right? And here you got Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Daryl Johnston.
The Moose.
The guys that were in the backfield of all the great Cowboys teams, So, yeah, I'm kind of a little nervous about this whole thing, And we go up there, and they had not... Well, Emmitt was there. When we went up to the room where we were supposed to meet the guys, Emmitt was there. He was eating, and so we didn't bother him. We were just kind of eating our hors d'oeuvres. And then after that, Troy walked in, and I'm trying not to stare, but
How can you not?
I'd never seen Troy Aikman in person.
He's magnetic.
Yeah.
You'd never seen Troy Aikman in person?
I'd never seen Troy Aikman in person.
Oh.
So
he's my crush.
He's a big dude, too.
Love him.
And he's lost, he's gotten skinnier and lost weight since he played.
Still big,
but he's still big. Yeah. And then
imagine it his playing days. I didn't ever meet him then, but he was playing.
And then I've got a side story about Troy Aikman after this. It's kind of lewd, but I'll tell it.
Is he going to change my opinion of him?
No.
Okay,
not
good.
at all. And then Daryl came in after that. So all three guys come in. They go sit down, and they're eating. Everybody's just kind of mixing and mingling, having hors d'oeuvres. Well, we get word that it's okay to go up to them and ask for autographs. I'm like... Well, nobody told me we could bring stuff. People are pulling helmets out of their bags.
And footballs.
They're pulling pennants and all of these like
Alan.
really, all these footballs, these white footballs, and they've got Sharpies, and it's
they were ready.
They knew. So they're all in line.
We've obviously never done this before.
Yeah, so I panic, and I just go over to the bar, and I grab 3 napkins. And
Cocktail napkins.
I mean, they're nice because they got the Cowboy star on them. But I took those over to the guys, and I asked them to sign for Cole and Dylan, and they all did. They all signed, and it was great. It was great.
I felt bad about that for you, though.
So me and Robert took some pictures of me while I was getting my napkin signed. So now we've kind of got a little confidence. I'm feeling a little bit better because they didn't reject you. They didn't deny me or reject me when I got my autographs. So I said, hey, Robert, I'm going to go up to Troy and ask him for a picture. I've got to have my picture with Troy Aikman. I mean, I've never...
You should have used me as an in. Troy knows me.
Yeah, I know. I panic,
He's always...
though.
Every time I see Troy Aikman, I go up to him. I get my nerve up because I just love Troy Aikman. And I say, I know you don't remember me. He says, you always say that. I was like, I know, but I can't believe you know who I am. But I love Troy.
I personally have more of an in with Emmitt because we've hung with him before. I asked him about his tequila.
But Emmitt never remembers us.
Yeah, he never remembers us. He never remembers us.
Daryl, you could have used me with Daryl, too. Daryl, I know him and his wife.
I know. I panicked. I admit, I panicked. Okay, so Troy gets up out of his seat, and he's walking towards the bar because he has an empty glass. And I do the quick walk over to him to intercept him.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, hey, Troy, do you mind if I get a picture? And Troy never gets too excited about anything, really.
Very cool, very chill.
Very chill.
Yes.
And he said, in his Troy Aikman-like way, sure. So we get next to each other and we
touched him?
Yeah, I had my hand on the small of his back.
Where was his hand on you?
Well, it was around me, but he wasn't touching me. So I'm touching him.
Oh, he's fake touching.
He's fake touching.
Oh.
So I'm touching him, but he ain't touching me.
Yeah.
So we both look at Robert and we're smiling, and it's taken a while, and you've been in this situation before. Everybody has, where the person is, it's like, are you going to take the dang picture? Or are we going to stay in here with like these smiles?
Awkward. That
I'm going to have I'm going to need plastic surgery to remove this smile after this because I'm holding it so long, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're standing there, and it felt like
an eternity.
A minute. And Robert's over there furiously tapping on his phone, and I'm figuring, well, he must have taken about 50 pictures.
Yeah, maybe he's just doing that quick boom, 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 so you get a bunch.
So I say, did you get it? And I kind of look at him funny, and Troy's like, are we good? And he kind of leaves me. Like, he didn't say anything. He's just like, we good? And just kind of leaves.
And snap. That's the picture he gets.
That's the picture I got. So I
saw that picture. I said, were you scared? Because it was the most awkward picture.
It's extremely awkward.
It's really awkward.
I posted it on my Instagram at the Alonzo 1971. But I was giving Robert. Well, actually, Robert felt bad.
So he did. But he said it was what he was trying to do. It was so dark. He was trying to lighten it in some way, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. But he was defeated. I saw the picture. I was trying to hide my disappointment because I didn't want Robert to feel bad. But now I've just posted it.
Now it's a good bit.
Now it's a good bit, yeah. But
Go look at it on Alan's Instagram.
But the picture, I was talking, and Troy was just moving away.
Yeah, but you're kind of like, did you get it?
Yeah, I'm like
you're trying to
right.
keep smiling while you're talking.
That's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah,
I was like, did you get it?
Not the best picture you've ever taken.
Well, of course it wasn't.
Yeah, you look scared.
Yes.
And your hair was kind of funky.
I had Kim Jong-un hair.
I don't know what was going on.
I don't know.
Maybe it's time to try a new hairstyle.
Look at it.
Maybe it's time to do something new.
Well, yeah. I'm just glad I have hair. But hey, I may go back to the...
Spike it
I may go back to the early 2000s Spike.
That's the way I met you and
the way you met me.
You.
Hey, it seemed to work for me then.
Yeah.
Will it work for me now?
Let's try it.
Okay, so you still love me even though I made a total ass out of myself?
I'm a little embarrassed, but it's okay.
The guys they all... then they went up and talked to Brad Sham, and we got to ask questions, and
Yeah, Troy had some hot sports opinions, I heard.
He did have some hot sports opinions.
Yeah, Robert, our producer, Fat Guy Handbook, he was talking a little bit about some of what he said about the current players as opposed to the old-time players and stuff. It's really interesting.
It was interesting, and the last thing I'll say, we'll move on from this, but Brad Sham... Troy said something about the current players being spoiled, and they get cell phone time now, and...
Yeah, he took a dig at your old coach dude. What is his name? Coach Bro from Texas Tech. Yeah.
Kingsbury. But Brad Sham said, you know what, guys, Troy has always been grumpy. When he was 22 years old, he was grumpy. And now he's grumpy. This is how he's always been.
Oh, that's funny.
That's what Brad Sham said. But Troy was like, I don't want to sound like the old guy saying it wasn't like this when I played, but it wasn't like this when I played.
Yeah, I love him. I just love him. And Emmitt Smith's a bunch of fun. He's
really
a lot of fun, especially when he starts drinking his tequila. He's a lot of fun. Can't ever remember who I am. He always pretends he does after I remind him. But Daryl's really sweet. Daryl's a great guy, too. Daryl, he's just a good guy.
He is. But like I said, I got nervous around those guys, and I never get nervous around people. It's just those guys. So
I can't help you with that. I don't know. I do, too. I get flustered.
Anyway, that was my Troy Aikman story.
That was a good story, honey. Did you smell good at least?
I don't know if I smelled good.
You were so panicky.
I probably didn't because I was stuffing my yap with bacon wrapped scallops because I was eating my feelings, Well,
if you want to make sure you smell good in any situation.
Oh.
Yeah, that was my segue, honey. Way to pick up what I was dropping.
I was mowing what you were growing, babe.
Because people do come up to you sometimes and like, what are you wearing? You smell so good because you know how important it is to smell good. It's a good conversation starter as well. And I want to tell you about Scentbird because Scentbird lets you try fragrances like the ones you've been wanting to try. They're maybe like the whole bottle's so expensive. How is this going to work with my body chemistry? Well, that's the genius of Scentbird because Scentbird is like a perfume subscription service. So every month you get a bottle of perfume. It comes in this little sleeve, and it's got exactly a month's worth of perfume sprays in it. I love taking it when I travel because it's the right size for, your carry-ons where you put it in the plastic Ziploc bag. Scentbird is perfect because I usually carry those little tiny sample sizes they give you at the mall, and you end up taking like 20 of them. You just need one Scentbird. And like I said, you have real perfumes that you know and love, names like Prada, Tom Ford, Versace, Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, Calvin Klein, and more. And it's not just perfumes, it's colognes too. And you'll never be caught not smelling your best. You'll have a month's worth supply, and then it keeps coming. It's a wonderful service. Our friend John McGill turned us on to it before Scentbird ever asked if they could be a part of our Sandwich and Lovin' family.
Sandwich and some Lovin' family, too.
Yeah. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Well, and with an exclusive offer just for our listeners, you can get 50% off your first month today.
Of Scentbird, yes.
That's only $7.50 for your first fragrance. Go to scentbird.com/sandwich. Use our code SANDWICH for 50% off. They're giving it away, babe. Again,
off your first month.
Again, that's scentbird.com, scentbird.com/sandwich for you to try your first perfume or cologne for just $7.50. Sign on, smell amazing.
With Scentbird.
I've been smelling amazing because I've been wearing my John Varvatos or Varvatos?
Varvatos, I don't know.
That and my what's that stuff? Oh, my Versace.
Yeah, Scentbird.
When I went over to your little get together at Amy's the other day, Justin was there, and I had that Versace on. Justin came over to me like I was like he was
like what?
A fly on you know what. He was all up.
White on rice.
He was all up in my business sniffing me.
There you go.
You like that Versace?
I like a man that smells good.
Thank you, babe.
Well, I'm sorry that it wasn't everything you wanted it to be, but still, it's an experience. A lot of people, won't ever get to have that experience. That was really a lot of fun for you to go hang out with the Cowboys. And sorry about the Raiders, the Red Raiders. They didn't win. It was a very close game, though.
It was, so after I finished that meet and greet, I came home and finished watching the game with Kelly. And what can you say? I mean, you get to the championship game, that's good, but then you lose. That's got to be the most most disappointing thing ever.
But it was a close match. Is that what they call it, a match?
It was a game.
It was a close game.
It was a close game. You want to do this, babe? And then we'll do this?
You do, honey, whatever you want to do. We were talking earlier about how there's always bad weather around my birthday. April showers bring May flowers is what they say. But growing up in South Carolina, I don't remember there being this type of severe weather. But since I moved to Texas, I'll tell you what, I'll plan my birthday party or whatever on April 13th was my actual birthday, or right before or right after. There's always torrential downpours, sirens going off, tornadoes, people are locked down, don't go anywhere. Only in Texas, we have some really bad weather like that. Not just in Texas, but also Oklahoma. It's like, were you like, we're not in Tornado Alley, but going up that way is Tornado Alley, right?
From like West Texas all the way up to like South Dakota is really Tornado Alley. But I grew up in this. With this. I grew up in a town called Wichita Falls, which Kelly knows. Some of you may
used
not
to be where the Dallas Cowboys trained.
They used to train there in like the
spring training,
early 2000s, mid 2000s. But Wichita Falls, it's known as one of those. It's about 2 hours northwest of Dallas, but it's known as one of those places with extreme weather. And Texas is known for weird weather, but Wichita Falls, it's like hotter there in the summer than it is here. It's colder there in the winter than it is here.
Why would they put an Air Force base there then?
Well, that I don't know. And then you get a lot of severe weather. And growing up, we were always worried about tornadoes and severe weather and all that stuff.
We only had to worry about it in South Carolina when there were hurricanes because it would spawn tornadoes.
Yeah. Well, that's scary too. But the reason I wanted to talk about severe weather, today is actually the 40th anniversary of Terrible Tuesday, which is what they call the day in Wichita Falls, April 10th, 1979, when an F4 tornado came through Wichita Falls. And an F4 tornado, I think there's that scale, and they go to F5, the Fujita scale. And this was an F4 tornado, and it killed almost 60 people.
That's bad.
It was a really, really bad tornado. And I think one of the things that made this tornado really bad, and they use this in a lot of illustrations and in classes, atmospheric science, case studies, and blah, blah, blah. The reason this one was so bad, it was wide. It was like a mile wide. And then it stayed on the ground. Most tornadoes will stay on the ground like 10 minutes and then they're done.
10 minutes?
Yeah. This one stayed on the ground for over an hour.
Wow.
So it just plowed through the city. It went over the mall that was there called Psych Center Mall. I used to go to Psych Center all the time. But people were getting in their cars and trying to get away from it, and they couldn't, or they got trapped in the mall. But yeah, it was a real. I remember I think I was talking to my sister today about this. I remember I was 8 years old, and the sirens went off, and it was in the afternoon, but it was pitch dark outside.
Yeah.
It was like it is right now. It's 8:30, 8:40 p.m. We're podcasting right now. It was this dark at 3 in the afternoon, and the sirens would not stop. So it's like, what is going on? It was like we were being attacked by the Russians or something. So my dad grabbed.
Why you gotta be mad at the Russians?
Yeah, it's always the Russians' fault. So my dad grabbed all of us, threw us in his closet, and his closet at my house I grew up in is like maybe a 4x4 closet. So we're all in there just huddled down. We got blankets and coats and everything over our heads.
You got to protect your head. That's where you get hurt, is something falling on your head.
And we had no electricity, and it was the scariest. I think the most scared I've ever been as a kid was that terrible Tuesday.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But did it come near you?
You know, fortunately it didn't. We lived on the north side of town by the Air Force Base because my dad was in the service. The tornado came through the south side of town.
So the Air Force Base didn't get it.
The Air Force Base didn't get it. And we got heavy winds and bad weather, but we didn't get the
stuff
tornado.
got blown over and stuff, but not destroyed.
The destruction was by the mall and on the south side of town. But my dad was in the service at the time, and he helped with the cleanup effort. You know, he helped, like a lot of the airmen and guys in the Air Force, women in the Air Force went and helped the people who were homeless, and it was
crazy.
Horrible. I mean, it was horrible.
Yeah, I went through Hurricane Hugo, which is not nearly as devastating as what you just described in that city, but I just remember the days after.
You were there at Hugo?
Yeah, Hugo.
Really?
Uh-huh. And we had the, everybody says it, and it is the truth, and it's cliche, but it sounds like freight trains are coming.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother wasn't there. My brother, I think, was in college in Tennessee at the time, but I was at home with my parents, and we all came. I was in my bedroom, they were in their bedroom, and we all came running out at the same time into the hallway because it sounded like the windows were being sucked in. You could the air pressure, I guess, was being sucked up, or so there were tornadoes going by our house. So we all ran into the living room and we're like, we don't know what to do because we didn't have to experience a lot of that. Mm-hmm. And there were no windows in the hallway. So anyway, and then we finally got a radio to work. We had a battery powered radio, and we're listening to a radio station, and we listened as these guys were like, oh my God, the ceiling's coming down. It was just like crazy. And then the next day, it was the most eerie stillness, you know, when everything is past.
Right.
But the sun comes out.
And the weather gets nice.
It's a beautiful day, but there's so much destruction, and it's always hot, so there's no air conditioning, there's no lights, and you feel like we're never going to get past this. You know, it feels like, but you do. It just takes time, and it comes back eventually. And but then you look at somewhere like Puerto Rico.
Oh gosh.
And they're still suffering.
Yeah, it's
but how long did it take Wichita Falls to bounce back?
I don't really remember. A while.
But it's back. I mean, there's no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This was 40 years ago, but I do remember it, and I know I still have a lot of friends and people I know that still live in that area, and they still remember that and talk about it. But today's the 40th anniversary. It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
It means I'm getting old too. Yeah. Terrible Tuesday. It was. A day to be remembered.
Do we have a place to go, a safe place? We haven't talked about that, and we really should.
You know, we should. But
we haven't. We've got kids here. If there is a bad weather situation, where do we go?
I think it would be
underneath the stairs, the closet under the stairs.
Think it would be underneath the stairs. Yeah. You need a centrally located room on the first floor, but I guess the stairs.
Our closet underneath the stairs, we couldn't get in there. We'd have to throw everything out. Oh, it's like our storage shed.
If a tornado was bearing down on your ass, you'd get in there.
But I'd
figure out a way to get in there.
But what if like the stairs collapsed on us?
Well, that wouldn't be good.
That wouldn't be good. That's really the only place to go I can think of.
We could buy a shelter. Homie D's sells those shelters.
Man, right after the big tornadoes, they have these tornado, like they look like porta potties, but they're bigger than porta potties, and it's just like a bench in there, and you're supposed to sit in there until a tornado passes. Is it heavy enough where it stays anchored, or are you supposed to bury it in the ground?
I think that they have the ones that they're made out of cast iron, and they're so heavy, like they couldn't be blown away, but you can bolt them to the ground.
But you see 18-wheelers get toppled over.
I know. I don't know, babe.
I don't know.
The power a tornado and a hurricane has, it just blows your mind. It's like, how does it lift an 18-wheeler? Or how does wind lift a car and throw it 100 yards? I mean, that's crazy.
Wind's a powerful thing. You know, there was not speaking of a tornado, but I know I keep going back to South Carolina. There was a guy, they were moving a mattress in the back of a truck, and he decided to sit on the mattress rather than tie it down.
Ruh-roh.
And guess what happened?
He's a goner.
The wind lifted up the mattress and threw him off the truck. It just lifted it off the truck. And yeah, it was not a happy ending. So, I mean, wind is just a powerful force. We don't take it seriously enough sometimes, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, let me give you a couple of tornado facts here. I'm not going to do all of these. We'll just do a couple of tornado facts, then we'll do a little business, and then we'll do some letters.
Okay.
How's that sound? So I pulled these, and I thought they were pretty interesting. It says rain, wind, lightning, and hail may accompany a tornado, but none of them is a reliable predictor of an oncoming tornado. Okay. So just because you're getting hail doesn't mean there's tornadoes in the area.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
But we have bad hail too, man.
Yeah, we
do. Like lethal hail.
Yeah, like softball size. A tornado can last from a few seconds to more than an hour. On average, they persist for about 10 minutes. So the Wichita Falls tornado
was an hour.
Was 45 minutes to an hour. And I think it came through Wichita Falls, went back up, and then I think it came back down, but it was out kind of where it wasn't as populated after that. It's a myth that a tornado cannot pass over features like valleys, mountains, lakes, and rivers. When it passes over a lake or river, a tornado becomes a...
Typhoon?
Waterspout.
Waterspout.
What is a typhoon? Is that a kind of hurricane?
Yeah, it's a hurricane over water, I think.
I thought a hurricane was over water.
Wait.
And then when it comes over land, it dies. Yeah, what's a typhoon, studio audience?
Is that the same thing as a waterspout?
Studio audience, we have a live studio audience in here with us. One of them will tell us what a typhoon is. We'll get back to you on that one. Okay, Tornado Alley is the region in the middle of the United States where tornadoes are most frequent. However, every U.S. state and every continent except Antarctica has experienced a tornado.
Oh, is it just too cold?
I don't know.
Does it have to? Is it? Can you have tornadoes in winter?
I don't know that either. That's a good. What? Get big. You get
and
your
it's always winter in Antarctica, right?
Get your buddy Big Pete Delkus on the podcast. Can't we call him up and get him on this thing?
I could, I guess.
I mean, I'm sure we'll see him at church sometime, right?
We don't go to that church anymore.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll do one or two more. The worst tornado outbreak was on April 3rd and 4th, 1974.
April.
Yeah, it's always April.
Always April.
Which saw 147 tornadoes across 13 states. The single deadliest tornado killed 695 people.
What year?
1925.
Yeah, I was
so
going to say.
They would have no idea it was coming.
Yeah, they didn't have the sirens and warnings like you do now.
They would have no idea it was coming.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Okay, here's the last one. Mobile homes are not more likely to get hit by a tornado than any other type of building, but their flimsy structure provides little protection against the
Is that a rumor that you're...
That's what everybody always says. Well, how come the mobile home parks are always getting hit? But they're not. It's just if a tornado's in the area, it can blow them away, even though it doesn't go over them.
I used to want to live in a mobile home really bad. On Sundays, we'd go around to the mobile home parks because they have really nice ones. They'd have 2-story mobile homes. And you go in and they were just like the top of the line with all the amenities because they want you to, it's like going to a model home now where you go to the show house and it's got every upgrade imaginable. That's the way it is when we would go to look at the mobile home parks and the mobile home sales lots.
We're going to have a mobile home when we retire.
That's what you keep saying. Alan wants to get a RV motorhome thing. I don't think he really means it.
I want someone to tell me, and maybe somebody can write in, hey, this would be a good thing for people to write in that have experience with this, or maybe you own one. Email us at podcast@kellieandallen.com.
KELLIE and ALLEN.
Yes, .com. What is better? Getting a big truck and towing your RV, or having like the RV being one contained thing, like a big bus, basically.
And maybe towing a little car to drive around.
Or a scooter or something. So what's better?
So you can get around.
What should Kelly and I
We're not buying one.
Look towards?
No. I told Alan it might be a fun date. I did the car show with you. There's got to be an RV show coming
Kelly
up
brought
pretty
this
soon.
up.
I thought
She
it'd be
brought
fun.
this up.
I think it's fun to go look. It's like, I don't necessarily want to buy a tiny home, but I would go to one of those expos where you go to look through them and see all the cool little things. It's like when you go to IKEA and they have an entire kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathroom in 200 square feet. Is it incredibly amazing that they managed to use every square inch of 200 square feet to make that work? Yes. Do I want to live in it? No. Same thing with the RV. I think it's cool to see what kind of gadgets, but I don't know that I necessarily want to live in one. You don't want to live in one.
You never know. What if we sell Evans Manor someday?
What if we just like rent one for maybe a week?
That's what we should do. We should
and just
totally
see.
One summer. Like, would it be probably without the kids, right? With the kids or without the kids? We should rent one and go up to Oklahoma or something.
I don't know that our marriage would survive it.
No.
That's really a lot.
Why would our marriage survive it?
It's a lot. We have how many square feet? And we
don't drop a dime.
I'm just saying.
Are you about to drop a dime?
I'm saying in this big house where we have room to roam, we have enough arguments that require me to buy you roses to apologize. Imagine being in how many square feet is an RV of living space?
That's another thing we don't know. See, we know nothing about this subject.
I would dare to say 100.
We need to be educated on this subject. Do I want I keep calling it a bus, but a big RV.
Self-contained.
Or do you want the big...
A trailer.
Yeah. Or do you want the big...
RV trailer.
Freaking F-350 that gets 8 miles to the gallon, towing the thing behind it? What's better?
I don't know, honey.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is maybe your dream. I think it's a great idea. I think a lot of people have that idea and think it would be great until they actually do it. And the first time they have to empty the pumper thing.
No, you go somewhere, and that's the thing. If we get one of these someday, I ain't doing that stuff. I'm pulling up to the dealer or the service guy or whatever. I'll pay him to do it.
I don't think they just have those everywhere.
Homes.
They don't have those everywhere. There's going to be a time when you have to take care of that.
Homes does not mess with duty.
You would be, because they don't have those. How many random places offer that service while you're traveling the country?
I don't know.
I wouldn't think a lot.
There needs to be that service.
No.
I bet you every RV park has a service like that.
I think they have a place for you to do it. I don't think they have an attendant there to do it for you. I could be wrong.
Maybe we could be that family that we just say no dumping in the RV.
Somebody still got to get the pee out?
You can pee, but there's no dumping.
And there's no way you could abide by that rule.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, true that.
Okay.
That is true. I'd want to go in the RV. I'd want you to drive.
Like you're going to let me drive.
How cool would that be?
You're not going to let me drive.
I could be driving. You could get in the driver's seat. I could say, peace, I got to go do some business. Go back in the back of the RV. Drop trowel. I could sit there 15 minutes while you're driving the thing.
You would never, first of all, allow that?
We could go 50 miles down the road while I'm pooping in the RV.
Oh, Alan, stop it.
How great is this?
It's disgusting. That's disgusting. All right. You can't just stop.
You sound like a teenage girl. That is disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It's disgusting.
I would be brake tapping the entire time.
Oh, no. My head bobbling back and forth in the bathroom.
And don't you shower where you poo on those things? Isn't it all like encompassed? Like it's all together?
They have little bathrooms.
No, I think I've seen them where the shower comes down on the toilet.
Not
like
the kind I would want. No.
That's what they have. It's all in one.
I've seen these ones. They have kitchens that are as nice as the kitchen we have.
We can't afford that.
So Evans Manor, we could.
Oh my gosh. We're not selling Evans Manor.
Do this.
All right. Have you heard about Open Fit? If getting fit and staying healthy is what you want to do, that's in your plans. Well, it's often, easier said than done. Do you have time to run to the gym? Do you have time to make those appointments? How many times have you had a set appointment with a trainer and you have to cancel at the last minute? Guess what? They charge you anyway. You don't have to do that anymore thanks to this app called Open Fit.
Open Fit.
Yes, it's a streaming service, brand new and super simple. You can work out from anywhere, the comfort of your living room. If you're on the road in the hotel and you want to get a workout in, you can do it in as little as 10 minutes a day. OpenFit has some top-notch trainers too. They have the Extend Bar class. It's 30 minutes. It's taught by a trainer named Andrea Rogers. In 30 days, you'll have this mix of Pilates and ballet moves and cardio. You're going to be looking like a dancer. You know how those bodies are on point. If you're training for a 5K or maybe one of those mud runs, they have Tough Mudder. And they have a 4-time Tough Mudder champion, Hunter McIntyre, teaching that, streaming through OpenFit. It'll get you ready for that 5K or that mud competition in just 30 days. And you'll be losing weight, being in the best shape of your life. And it's when you want it, on demand through your streaming service with OpenFit. And you can do it on your TV, your smartphone, your Roku, whatever device you use to stream.
Yeah, you can. And it's changed the way I work out. With our code SANDWICH, you can join me on a fitness journey personalized just for you. Again, babe, use our code SANDWICH. Start using OpenFit for your journey to a healthier life. Right now, during the OpenFit 30-Day Challenge, our listeners get a special extended 30-day free trial membership to OpenFit, where you can lose up to 15 pounds in 30 days.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, but very doable with OpenFit.
Yes.
You have to text the code SANDWICH to 303030. You'll get full access to OpenFit, all the workouts Kelly just mentioned.
I just mentioned a couple. There's way more.
Way more than that. And nutrition information, totally free. Again, just text SANDWICH to 303030.
303030.
Yes.
There you go. Give it a try. Let us know how you like it.
Love OpenFit.
All right, you got some letters, honey?
We do have some letters. Did you want to make mention of the rose buying sitch, or you mentioned that at the beginning?
Well, I kind of glossed over it a little bit. Alan got a little put out with me. I apparently had a very bad day. And
now, wait a
apparently
second.
I verbalized it a lot.
The way this is being explained, it makes all this time I thought you were the
ass. You asked me to explain it.
All this time I thought, wait a minute.
You asked me to tell it. I'm telling my side.
All this time I thought you were the asshole. Well, it turns out you're making me out to be the asshole.
No, I'm just telling. So apparently I was having a rough day and I was being a little mouthy about it. And I finally said one thing that was like, that final straw. That one thing that tipped the scale over to, that's it. I'm done.
It was, what do they call it? The straw that broke the camel's back. It was that, like Kelly said, that last straw.
Yeah, and Alan lost his temper on me.
And I had enough.
But who kept their cool?
And I explained in clear language
with expletives
why I had enough. Now, I told Kelly, when Kelly came in with the roses, I also told Kelly
the next day, that night,
when cooler heads prevailed,
we didn't really discuss it that night. I said, I'm just letting I'm gonna let you get that off your chest, and you did.
But yeah, she did. But I told Kelly when she came walking in, I said, I could have handled things differently too. This isn't all your fault.
I Googled, what flowers say you're sorry? And yellow is apparently one. There's several colors. You can go to any florist, they'll tell you. So yellow roses for my yellow rose of Texas. No, so I came home with a bouquet and I walk in the door. And of course, he knew him. He's like, what are those for? I said, I'm sorry. They're for you.
It was very nice. And hey, like I said on the radio this morning, Kelly and I are like most married couples, I think.
You would think.
Every once in a while, you get annoyed with the other. And
I'd like to think other couples have arguments and recover from them.
They do. And anybody that says they don't, they're full of, what.
Well, I'll tell you this. It's like, how long do you let a fight go? I don't like living with tension. I don't like it. I don't like confrontation, but I don't like tension. So I'd rather just take my medicine and, put it behind us and move on. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the thing about, like Kelly coming home with roses and saying she's sorry. You just at some point you got to say, hey, look, it's on me. Hey, I don't judge you because it was on you. I've screwed up
way more than
25 times to every time Kelly has screwed up.
Way more than I have.
Let's be real here. Let me give you, the inside scoop. I screw up way more than Kelly does. So when Kelly screws up, hey, it's kind of a big deal, but she admitted it. And she said,
I get overwhelmed. And I've been having panic attacks lately. It's not, I don't really talk about it because nobody wants to hear about it. Nobody cares when you're, I found that people don't care when you're sick. They don't want to hear about it.
No.
And probably don't want to hear about my panic attacks.
And the more you talk about it, the more annoying people get.
Right. So I've been experiencing this, and here I go telling you.
Not me.
So what?
Well, I don't get annoyed with you
if I don't do something about it, you probably get sick. It's one of those situations then do something about it.
Right.
So I've been trying to do something about it. I've been trying breathing. I've been trying what my mother told me is called nerve tonic. Is it nerve tonic?
I don't know. You told me about this. I have no idea
pills.
What that is.
They are holistic, and you put them under your tongue and they dissolve. And if you're having a full-on panic attack, you can do that like every 15 minutes. So I'm trying to do that because when I got a lot going on, I just kind of get overwhelmed and I start having trouble breathing, and I'm not sleeping like I should. And so I've been very grumpy. That's the long story short.
And when Kelly told me this, it really hit me because years and years and years ago, in a prior life of mine, I had an episode where I couldn't breathe. It's
scary.
I was in a situation in my life, and I was stressed out about everything. I was not healthy. I couldn't breathe, and I thought I was suffocating. So I called 911, and the paramedics had to come to my house.
Were they there very quickly?
They were there in like 3 minutes.
That's good.
And they came and they put oxygen on. I got an oxygen mask and I could breathe. I couldn't breathe. And I was, a pretty healthy guy, but I was asking them, I'm like, what happened? What's going on? And they said, you got a big CO buildup in your blood. And I went to talk to my doctor about this, and he said, over time, if your body is stressed and you got a lot of things on your mind and everything's weighing on you, your body shortens its breaths and you don't breathe.
I'll sit here listening to you sometimes and I realize I'm not breathing.
Right.
I don't know what it is. It's just you forget to breathe. Now, of course, your natural instinct will be to finally take a breath. Yeah. You're not going to suffocate, but because of that CO2 buildup.
Yeah, carbon dioxide buildup in your blood. And because of that, you don't have enough oxygen in your blood. It makes you lightheaded and you feel like you're going to pass out. You can't breathe. So what my doctor told me, you can't catch a full breath. Right.
It's like you just can't get a breath.
So my doctor said, look, when you're really stressed out, it sounds cliche, but the best thing to do is breathe in through your nose as deep as you can and then exhale. And try to do that.
Makes me yawn.
Try to do that 5 times and do it about once every 20 or 30 minutes.
And I get a head rush doing that.
But that's good. You're getting good air in your oxygen in your blood.
And I take my nerve tonic pills.
Pastor Sam?
That's what it's
Wait, why'd you go into
nerve tonic pills? Makes you sound like an old lady.
Well,
take my nerve tonic.
Well, I like my wine. You went into Pastor Sam voice.
I'm sorry. But if anybody, look, they're not expensive. And if you suffer from that, I think they're helping me. I don't mega dose them, but you can get them on Amazon. They're like $8 a bottle or something for a lot of them if you want to try it. If you're having issues like that. So try deep breathing. Don't forget to breathe, because I forget to breathe. And I think the best thing for me to do, honestly, when I get overwhelmed, is just do one thing at a time. Instead of focusing on the 20 things I have to do, focus on the one thing I'm doing right now.
Kelly gets paralyzed.
I get paralyzed.
Like if she gets overwhelmed, her breathing, we've talked about that. But then she and I joke her about dawdling, but she does. She dawdles because she doesn't know what to do first.
I panic.
You panic. And I don't know, maybe you need a list.
Maybe I need to go see somebody about it. But I do. If I have I love lists. I love lists. I love checking. I love
lists.
I do. I love mechanical pencils, and I like making lists with my mechanical pencils, and I like crossing things off my list. But when I have a really big, overwhelming list with a lot of deadlines, I am so frozen, and I don't think this is unique to me. I think a lot of people are like this. I can't do anything because I don't know what to do first, and then I panic. Mm-hmm. So I do nothing.
So you do nothing.
Anyway, this is my therapy session. This podcast has turned into my therapy session.
Therapy.
That'll be $145, please, Mrs.
Well,
Evans.
you can pay old Alan Evans that.
Because therapy ain't cheap. especially when it ain't covered by your office insurance.
That's right. Do we have any more business to do? Or?
We do. We do have one more, but you wanted to get some listeners, honey.
Well,
listeners mail.
I'm afraid we might have to push
Let's do at least one. We promised. Pick the most interesting one.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I'll tell people about this. When I went home to South Carolina on spring break to see my family, my cousin Grayson was wearing the cutest little shoes.
Cousin Grayson.
Little flat shoes with this animal print on them. I was like, I know those shoes. She said, they're Rothy's. I love my Rothy's. Then my other cousin, oh, look at my Rothy's. Everybody's wearing Rothy's. Rothy's have become the it shoe. And probably a lot to do with Meghan Markle loving this shoe. You might have seen her wearing them, but Rothy's, are the cute little flats you see. They have a round toe, they have a pointed toe. They're just super, super comfy. They come in the cutest colors. Mine are red camo. I am still going through a huge camo phase, but I never see red camo. I got red camo Rothy's flats. The cool thing about these, not only are they stylish, not only are they trendy, everybody has to have a pair. They're made of recycled plastic water bottles. How do they make plastic water bottles into comfy shoes? I don't know. But they're washable. They are made of recycled material. They're super cute. And everybody's got to have them. And I love my Rothy's. I think you will too. I will tell you, if you order the pointy toe like I did, go up a half a size. Because I ordered my regular size on the pointy toe. They were a little cramped, so I sent back for a 9.5 instead of a 9. It was free returns. I got my next pair like it was so fast. I was like, I even forgot I sent them back. You know, it was really good. So Rothy's is something you have to try.
And like Kelly said, free shipping and free returns or exchanges on your Rothy's. You won't want to return them though.
Unless you get the wrong size. And then you could return it and get the right size.
So go to Rothys.com. That's ROTHYS.com and enter code SANDWICH to get your new favorite flats and free shipping. Once you try the shoes that are comfortable, stylish, and sustainable, easy for me to say, you're never going to want to wear anything else. Head to Rothys.com and claim this offer with code
SANDWICH. And they're always coming up with new colors and styles and stuff. I'm going to get some rounded toe ones next.
There you go, babe.
I like the pointy toe, but you need to have options.
Okay, we don't have much time. Why don't we just do...
the podcast can be as long as we want.
Well, it can, but you also...
Want to be respectful?
You want to be respectful of your listeners' time, don't you?
We also promised them some letters.
We did promise them some letters.
Let's get to it. And then maybe next podcast we'll start off with some letters.
Well,
we'll finish up the ones we have.
Why don't we just do one then? Because this is like a love
I gave
letter.
you all that time to pick a letter while I was doing the Rocky
Yeah,
spot.
I know, and I'm fiddle farting around right now. Doggone it! Where's my letter?
For?
Well, you have got to be kidding me! It just disappeared, vanished right up in thin air. Okay, we're gonna do this one. This isn't really.
There's two more sheets over there. Is it over there?
No, it's not that. This isn't a letter. This is a comment. This is from Amidala.
Is it really?
Yes.
They don't want their name mentioned?
Amidala says, and this is from Jenny. Jenny. It's like in Forrest Gump. Jenny. Kellie and Allen. Today is my first day. We got this today. Today is my first day to ever listen to a podcast of any kind at all.
And it was ours?
Oh,
how nice.
How you like that?
Thank you.
I am loving, in all capitals, I am loving y'all's podcast.
Yeah.
It is nice hearing relationship stuff. Right now I'm listening to our most revealing podcast ever.
Oh, that was a while back.
That was a while back. She says, so great. Y'all are making me feel normal. Well, what did we talk about on that one? I don't remember.
That was about our sex life.
Whoa.
Our most revealing. Remember how we only do it on Saturday and Sunday mornings because we're tired?
That's why my sister doesn't listen. I love it so much. A little background, though. I work in an office. It is very quiet in here. I have my own office, but the big boss sits directly across from me. We have huge computer monitors. They're actually TVs, but I have a remote. My only complaint I have at all...
Quit yelling.
Is that y'all's volume is inconsistent.
Well, maybe
I turn it way up to hear Kelly, and then something comes up. Kind of loud about sexy time.
Hey, please, stop yelling. It's really going to be...
That's what she says. That's what she says.
I know.
I turn it all the way up to hear about Kelly, and then something comes up kind of loud about sexy time.
And so then the boss hears it, right?
And the boss hears it, yeah. Haha, yikes. I love this whole topic. I even printed out a relationship report card, but can y'all look into the volume fluctuations,
well,
please?
I'll tell you, on that episode, we were actually in Miami, I believe. We were
going to Miami.
Yeah, we weren't in our normal podcast environment. We were on a family show vacation with the Kid Craddock morning show, because I remember that's the week we did that podcast.
Not done with the letter.
Oh, well, that was the explanation for that.
You've got a new fan. Kelly, I've listened to you for as long as I can remember. Y'all are rocking the morning show. I love Kid from way back when he was on 97.1, The Eagle. I'm so happy you're in a great and happy marriage.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amidala.
Thank you. What's her real name?
Appreciate
that. Was a nice letter.
Jenny.
Why wouldn't you say her name?
Jenny.
It was really Jenny.
I told you it was Jenny.
Don't give people fake names if they want their real names. Some people like hearing their names.
Hey, I'll give them both. That's what I will do.
Thank you, Jenny. And I want to thank people who have been giving me podcast recommendations. I am obsessed with these true crime podcasts. Somebody had recommended, you've been listening to me listen to one.
Well, this one is from Leia.
Up and Vanished is what I'm listening to now. Season 1, by the way.
Christina says, hi, Kelly. First, I want to say that I really enjoy listening to your podcast every week. You and Alan make every episode so relatable. I feel like I am just listening to two close friends telling me stories and giving me advice. Good. That is actually a goal of mine with this thing, is to make it sound like that. And not overly produced. And not overly produced from Podcast Guy. So, thank you both. Last week, you talked about true crime podcasts.
Oh!
That's why I'm reading this one, babe. And I wanted to recommend a new one called To Live and Die in L.A. Do you know that one?
There was a movie called that, wasn't there? A long time ago in like maybe the 80s, To Live and Die in L.A.?
There's a Metallica song called To Live Is to Die. It started at the end of February. It is about a current open investigation into the disappearance of an actress in L.A.
Okay, I'm gonna
sounds good.
I'm gonna write that down.
Write that down, babe.
Actually, I've been keeping them in my notes on my iPhone. Keep reading, honey.
Wow,
I'm gonna add
babe.
it.
Look at you.
It's very high tech. I'm gonna go to my podcast.
What are you, MacGyver now?
Suggestions notes.
Since it is still an ongoing investigation, there are new episodes every few days, or at least every week. I highly recommend. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Thank you, Leah.
Okay, To Live and Die in L.A.
Christina?
Yeah, I'm in. Let me finish that one. L.A. Yeah, I'm reading Up and Vanished because I just love the title. They up and vanished. They up and gone. It reminded me of growing up in the South. And apparently it's in season 3, so I'm real late to the game. But this is about this guy. He is a movie producer in Atlanta, Georgia. And he said, I'm hearing all these other podcasts, Serial and stuff, and I want to do a podcast. So he said, I'll just pick an unsolved open case, and I'll just start, investigating it on my own, just a regular guy, and make a documentary out of it. And it ends up being this podcast I'm listening to about a missing teacher who's at this point the body has not been found.
I need to get with the program. I love true crime. I've got shelves full of true crime books in here, but I don't listen to true crime podcasts.
I know a lot.
And I like true crime shows.
I know a lot of couples listen to podcasts together. If y'all haven't listened to Shit Town yet, S-Town, go listen to that. That was great. That's what it's called. And you said we can cuss a little bit on this one. It's S-Town. I've been listening to that. I'm listening to Up and Vanish now. I like that a lot, but Shit Town was really good.
Whoa.
And I'm trying to get Alan to watch Killing Eve with me.
I started
on
tonight.
BBC
I thought it was pretty good.
It's BBC America and something else. AMC.
Yeah.
But I didn't get on the bandwagon until now. So I had to binge watch season 1 and now season 2. So I want us to watch stuff like that together. It's a lot of fun. But Killing Eve isn't a real story. I like the true crime stuff. So y'all send me some suggestions. I've got Up and Vanished, Crime Junkie, somebody recommended to me, Now to Live and Die in L.A., Death, Sex, and Money. I think those are, from what I've gathered, I think those are just one-off, like it's not a continuing story. It's just like one episode covers one topic. Somebody suggested Revisionist History. Because, we read, we've been taught history, but some people revise the past, revisionist history. So, and Uncover. I don't know what that's about yet, but those are some of the suggestions I'm getting. So thank you. A
lot of great suggestions there, babe.
Maybe you'll listen to one with me.
Okay, so we have some homework for our listeners. Number 1, if you have any information about RVs or your experience with towing versus driving.
I already forgot about that.
Email podcast@kellyanallen.com. 2, Kelly wants podcast suggestions.
True crime ones.
True crime, podcast at kellyandallen.com. Email us. 3, you'll want to go on vacation with us in July. So go to kellyandallen.com/vacation. Read about this. All inclusive, all adults. Kelly and I will be there for a week. It's going to be a blast. We've already got over 20 couples coming with us, but you don't have to be a couple. Singles are welcome. We have a mother-daughter team coming. We have
girlfriends.
We have girlfriends, guy friends. I mean, it's just going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to go on vacation with us and meet a lot of new friends, make a lot of new friends, make a lot of new memories, we're going to have a lot of our podcast family there. So go to kellyanallen.com/vacation to check it out.
And you can also remember that upcoming happy hour where Alan and I are going to be there along with Miss Texas and the staff from Smart New You, because they're doing the M-Sculpt launch party, what we're doing to get our bodies in shape for the family vacation. Go to smartnewyou.com/msculpt, EMSCULPT, or call 214-492-0550 to RSVP for that, because it's a free happy hour on Monday night, April 29th at Noah Event Center in Irving. And there'll also be special pricing if you want to do what we're doing, the M-Sculpt treatments.
Did you mention the consultation? They can also set up a consultation.
You use that same address to set up a free consultation as well.
Very good. All right,
That's a lot of information.
Wow.
And a lot of homework.
Well, we had a lot of good stuff to talk about. We talked about awkwardness. We talked about serious subjects like apologizing to your spouse. We talked about tornadoes. We talked about
pooping in campers.
We talked about.
I wish we could take that back.
All kinds of stuff. All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I'm glad we get to do this podcast together, and we will do it again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.